the difference between sociopath and psychopath women. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, press the comment, like, subscribe button at the end of the video. But first, watch the entire video. Okay, today we're going to be talking about sociopath versus psychopath type of women. Now, before I get started, I just want you to know the same traits that are going to exist in these women also exist in men. But being that this is a Red Pill Woman's Nature channel, we're only going to specifically talk about women. Now, when it does come to these type of women, these are small percentages of women that are really doing it at a level that can be seen. For the most part, most women mindsets would jump in and out of these two mindsets, from sociopath to psychopath, just by the way that she's been bred. All right. Common traits that both of them are going to have. Both of them are narcissists. They're very selfish. Both are manipulative. All right. Both are very deceitful. They're just doing it in two different ways. A sociopath and a psychopath are completely opposites of each other. And that's what I'm going to be breaking down today whenever it comes to these type of women. First, we're going to start off with the sociopath type of woman. All right. One thing about a sociopath type of woman, she's not she's irresponsible, and she's never focused. All right. A very impulsive person. This is the type of person that can wake up and say, I'm going to the gas station and I'll be right back. But she'll end up at the grocery store. She'll end up at the clothing store. She'll end up at the mall, and then she'll come back home in the middle of the afternoon when it was only supposed to be a 10-minute trip. That's what you have to understand about an impulsive woman. She can easily be guided and misled. There's a lot of women out there that wake up and they go hang out with their friends, and then all of a sudden they're in some type of beef. This is what you see on the internet when it comes to a group of women. It's because all of them are sociopaths, which means they're always out and about. They making impulsive decisions. Majority of women that you're going to see like this are going to be a bad girl, and not just any bad girl. She's going to be the bad girl that always jump from job to job to job. One minute she's a waitress. Next minute she's a bartender. Next minute she doing this. Next minute she's selling Avon. Next minute she's trying to clean her life up. Every time you see her, she's doing something different with her life. The other type of woman is going to be the prostitute, the stripper. All right. The girl with the OnlyFans account. All right. These are the type of women that are going to take advantage of weaker men. And the reason why they're going to take advantage of weaker men is because weaker men are the only ones that are going to forgive them for being irresponsible. So every time something goes wrong from her being irresponsible, there's always a weak man that's going to be there for her to play the pity role, to give her the benefit of a doubt. So you're going to see more sociopath women actually than you are psychopath women, because most of these women become sociopaths just through the distraction of the internet and them looking at their phones every day. But understand, these are weak-minded women, all right, that can easily be portrayed to do anything. That can easily be distracted to do anything. And when things go wrong, they play victimhood the most. They will cry, they will scream, they will yell. I mean, like, they will jump into character, and they will continue to play that character until they sell the character. All right. She's the best manipulator in the world because she will use her emotions to get ahead. All right. Next, let's talk about the psychopath type of woman. The psychopath type of woman is different than the sociopath type of woman because she's actually smart. All right. She has a lot of self-control. She's very calculating. All right. And she blends in with society better than a sociopath. When it comes to a sociopath, you can see her destruction on the outside. You can see that she smokes a lot of cigarettes. You can see that she doesn't take care of herself that much. You can see that you can see that everything that she's doing is destructive. But when it comes to a psychopath type woman, she's different. She's the girl that's going to actually maintain a job. She's going to chase success. She's going to make sure her clothes look right. She's gonna always work on perfection. All right? A psychopath type of woman is always working on perfection. Now, what are some things that you're gonna notice about her that's gonna stand out immediately? She's going to have an exaggerated ego. All right? Psychopath women are the women that become a manager of a job but pretend like they're the CEO. Like they just know every single thing in the world and nobody is better than them and everybody needs to pay attention to them because they the smart ones because they have worked on perfection. That's what a psychopath type of woman is going to have, an exaggerated ego. But while she thinks she's the shit and everybody should cater to her, everybody's just going to be looking at her like she's the meanest woman in the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to take me to my next trait of a psychopath woman. A psychopath woman is going to have a bad temper problem. You need to understand that. Her temper is going to go from hot to cold really, really fast. This is where you're going to see the beautiful woman, the woman who's very successful that drives the nice car but doesn't have a man because her attitude is so bad. That's a psychopath woman. The pretty girl who's just evil. You ever seen a thin line between love and hate with Martin Lawrence and the girl he was with and she tried to kill him whenever she was messing with him? That's a psychopath type woman. Psychopath type women have a tendency to be very, very, very successful but crazy at the same time. All right? Next thing, she'll never have a genuine emotion. All right? When it comes to psychopath women, a psychopath woman can look at you fail. She can look at you cry and she won't shed a tear whatsoever. A lot of you guys end up with psychopath women, right? And you sit there and cry in front of them. You look at everything you've done for them and then they look at you like you didn't do anything at all the entire time that you're in a relationship, that when she turns on you, right? And you're crying in front of her and you're telling her everything that she did wrong, she's looking at you like, man, look at this punk. She don't even shed a tear for you. She act like she doesn't even feel sorry for you because they do not emotionally connect with anybody. A psychopath person works on perfection and studies the psychologicals of people so well that they don't develop emotional comfort to others. You know what I'm saying? They learn how the human brain works. They become so manipulative. There's no reason for them to cry because they feel like your tears can get over with if you were strong as them. So understand, they're going to have a problem with giving you genuine emotion. Next, sociopaths are always living a double life. All right? Understand that. They are the type of person that can be married to a person, but also have another relationship on the outside. Psychopath women are very good with being upfront with their side dude that they're dealing with. They're not afraid to tell their side dude, listen, I'm not leaving my husband no matter what. All right? We can mess around and all that, but I'm not leaving my husband because I'm already set up. So when she starts to cheat and she starts to doing her thing, it works out better. In a lot of cases, a psychopath woman can keep up a whole nother lifestyle for years at a time before the man even finds out. And they're so good at what they do that even their family and their friends don't catch on to it because they're so good at covering it up. A psychopath woman, right? You would not know she's a psychopath until everything comes to an end and she shows that she's emotionless about everything that happens. When it comes to these two type of women, just understand they're both a very manipulative, narcissist, and deceitful. It's just that when it comes to a sociopath, all her manipulation catches up to her in the end because she self-destructs physically. All right? When it comes to a psychopath, she's very manipulative, narcissist, and deceitful as well, but she actually takes care of herself. She always looks good and she blends in with others. They both would do the same destruction to a man. It's just that they're gonna do it differently. All right? And this is Anthony Spade. Hopefully I was able to break down the sociopath and the psychopath of a woman. All right? Comment, like, subscribe. Hasta la vista.